What's up, everybody? This is Tyler Burns, host of the Antidote television show, where Christ is a cure for culture and conversations create fertile ground for change. We are here at Mount Hebron Church Ministries, the Mobile stop on the Move Tour 2012. It's crazy. The walls literally were just shaking from the bass that's going on in the concert, and we're going to hurry up and get in there. But before we do, we got my man in here. This is a brother that often I interview people I don't know, but this is a brother that I've had the privilege of getting to know and build with. And we know him as Pastor Tim Johnson, but his stage name is PT. What's up, P? How you doing, brother?
I love you, man. Yo, it's a pleasure to be here.
Good. Now tell us about your music. Tell us about, if somebody's peeping in and they're like, hey, I'm starting to find out about this PT brother from the Move Tour, from him opening. Tell them the essentials of PT.
You know what, man? First, giving honor and glory to God for the gifting and the talent. And you know, essentially, you got to start there at the base. In him, through him, are all things. And so, as he arrested my heart, all I wanted to do was share that. And I found out that maybe I had a little bit of singing ability, so I wanted to do it through there. It was funny, because at the first show, one of the other pre-show artists was like, "What do we call that? Is that rap? Is that like R&B? What is that?" And they were like, "You like the Little John of worship." I was going to keep jumping questions. So already. You know what? I like to just think that not what I'm going for. I don't go for anything, but I think what the Lord allowed my music to identify with is just exciting, passionate worship that's on a steady theological platform. I'm not gonna be out there, "You better raise your hands." Yo, hey, we worship from truth. So if you don't want to worship our great God, I can't make you. So let's exalt him together, and we'll just let it be what it is.
Man, you're already starting something on the first question. You're already starting something. Okay, now let's get to the Lil Jon.
Let's get it.
I think I know what they mean, because it's so much high energy. I'm telling you, if you've never seen PT live, the crowd just shakes and we jump and we do all these things. Now, your style. Yeah. Where did that come from? Was it just robust worship or motivated by something?
You know what? God, not arbitrary, He used all the experiences in our lives to craft us into who He's already preordained us to be. And so, I was captain of the football team, voted most inspirational. So I'm a rah-rah type of guy. My favorite movies are Gladiator, Braveheart.
See?
So I'm a rah-rah freedom. I'm that cat. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring that same energy, that same passion to the music, know, and so that's kind of where the passion, the excitement kind of came from. And then, I also don't think, man, when we start proclaiming that great God, then all of a sudden, the tears start flowing. Man. Because I can't just sing about how great He is without thinking about it. And when I start thinking about it, all of a sudden the heart starts cracking. And I think I saw my mom, she used to lead worship. Right. And so that conviction, I think that kind of comes from her. So that's kind of how I do my thing.
Now talk about that, because you're talking about your parents here, and your parents are pastors.
Absolutely.
Powerful. Now, when you're talking about being a pastor's kid, I can identify with that.
You already know.
Identify with
you're a pastor's kid.
With being in a church background for their lives.
Yeah.
Now it's very easy to become stagnant. It's very easy to become stale, especially when you're seeing stuff. You're always like, do I need to see this? Am I supposed to? How did you keep that spiritual fervor? Was that something that came later on in your life?
It's funny. We just had the discussion yesterday, and I think for the pastor's kids, obviously everybody's gonna give you, we're in the limelight when we don't want to be in the limelight. Mm-hmm. But let's just take it back to the core essentials of the gospel. We're all depraved. Yeah. And we're born into depravity. We're not born into sonship, right? So I had to find it for myself, and I lived 17 years. I learned church. Uh-huh. I could do it very well. Right. I knew how to make my voice change the diction, the intonation, and I can make the crowd, oh baby, bless his soul, he's so anointment. and so I knew how to do that. I knew how to play the game. But then by the time I was 17, 18, 19 years old, my idols were women and that football.
Yeah.
I wanted football with all my heart, and I wanted the girl who I was with all of my heart.
Yeah.
And God slayed those.
Wow.
And he left me broken and with nobody else to look up to. Religion couldn't help me. Just sitting in a church couldn't help me. I had to essentially learn that the only person and the only thing that could heal my heart and my aspirations was Jesus Christ. And I had to learn that for myself.
And that happens to all of us, no matter if you're in the church, no matter if you're in the world, no matter if you're in the mix of the two.
Pastors, kids, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That happens to everyone. And that's, I think, the message you were getting at. And that's incredible, man, that you said that. Is because Christ will break us to draw us back to himself.
Absolutely.